Welcome to the 2015 Show Me the Yummy
Foodie gift guide.
If you've been racking your brain about what kind of gifts to get somebody, we've got the answers. We've got little gifts, things that are great for stocking stuffers or putting together into a basket, gifts under 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 100, over 100. Any budget you're looking for, we got you covered. So,
we're gonna start with little gifts and stocking stuffers. All right, first up we have our lemon juicer. Now this thing is super handy in the kitchen. It just makes juicing stuff so much easier.
Also can do the orange one. As you can see, they're color coordinated with the fruit that they represent, so those are kind of fun. Next up, we've got a speed peeler. Probably
also known as vegetable peeler.
Also vegetable peeler. Also, probably the most underrated kitchen utensil. This thing will make your life so much easier to peel fruits, vegetables, anything so much faster than pretty much anything else.
Super affordable too, fun little gift. Next up we have a honey pot. Now this one is super cute.
Super cute.
You know, it's just kind of a fun gift. I'd be super happy if I found this in my stocking.
Me too.
Would you?
All right, moving on. The next one that's really great is the Mr. Boston 75th Anniversary Official Bartender's Guide. This can be a lot of fun. It
So
just
much
is
fun.
filled with hundreds and hundreds of drink recipes, cocktails that you can put together a craft cocktail. It can be fun for a dinner party or just getting friends together. That one's a really good one.
Now, to go along with that, we have a waiter's corkscrew. Super practical.
Classic.
And super handy to have and a fun gift.
Can pretty much open anything that you want with one of these guys.
Yeah.
Next up, a can opener. I know it's not
Sounds crazy.
It's not sexy, but it is super functional, and this one is probably the most comfortable, easy to use.
There's nothing worse than trying to open up a can and having one that doesn't work.
It's horrible. So this has a really wide handle. It's rubberized, it's comfortable, it's our favorite. It's great. And last but not least is the multi-purpose scraper and chopper.
I love this one.
This is so multifunctional, like they say in the name, that really we use it for chopping dough, cutting things. Even when we're cleaning up, we use it to scrape off the table. It's got a handy little measurement on it, so you can measure things with it. It's really great. All right, so moving on. Next up, we have got gifts under 25.
Now, I have some of my favorites and Trevor has some of his, and my first favorite is this cast iron skillet. It's great because you can use it on the stove, but you can also put it in the oven. Plus, it makes for a great presentation.
My first favorite is this really great pizza cutter. It's all one piece. It's not like the regular classic pizza cutter that you roll with, because I can't roll those in a straight line. So this solves that problem. It just, every time, straight line, you can just do one thing like that and do it, and it's great. It makes it really easy to cut
motion.
it. Yeah.
Now, my next favorite is super simple, but it's literally my favorite kitchen tool
It's her favorite
ever.
tool ever.
It's a garlic press, but I hate chopping garlic. It makes your hands stinky and sticky, so this solves the problem. And the great thing about this one is you flip it around and it presses the rest of the garlic out.
Yeah, it's really nice, really nice. Next one up for me are some whiskey stones. This is a really fun thing. If you have anybody who likes whiskey or likes to sip on whiskey, you get these stones, you put them into the freezer, and then you can put them in the drink. It'll keep it cool without watering it down.
And I actually got those for you.
This was a stocking
Christmas.
stuffer for me from Jennifer last Christmas.
Yeah. Next up for me is my all-time favorite cookbook, Mastering the Art of French Cooking.
It's a good one.
Classic, everybody needs it, just buy it.
My next one is this really super cool, Jennifer actually loves this one too. It is a infrared thermometer. So it actually checks what temperature is. My hand's 91.2 degrees right now. It is a much safer way to check the temperature of things like oil, and you can really just use it in your oven, anywhere, and it just shoots this really cool laser out.
It's super accurate
And
too.
it's really accurate, yeah.
Next up for me, a cookie scoop. I like this one because of how big it is, and it just does a really good job. It's nice for making uniform cookie dough balls or meatballs or anything you want. It's great.
And then last but not least, good one for any grill master is a really great grilling book. This is How to Grill, and it just walks you through how to set up a charcoal grill, how to make different types of meats. It's a really great book. It's a lot of fun going into next year. It'll definitely get a lot of use.
And last for me Everybody needs this. It's a silicone baking mat. It makes the bottoms of cookies super golden. It just makes it so it doesn't stick to anything. Easy to clean.
Cleanup is super easy.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Silpat silicone mat.
All right, next up we've got our gifts, $25 to $50.
Now, first up for me is my hand mixer. It's great for baking cookies if you want to make dough, but you don't want to lug out your big stand mixer.
My next one is this really cool kitchen scale. Now, it's not just any regular kitchen scale. It does a great job all the way down to 1/10 of an ounce, but then also if you got a really big pot or something on top of it, this part comes out so you can always see how much things weigh.
It's one of my favorite tools.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome. Next up for me is my immersion blender. This is great for pureeing sauces or soups. You can do it directly in the pot, which is great.
Next up, we have another wine opener. Now, this one is a little different than the standard waiter's corkscrew. This is really just gonna be used for opening up a bottle of wine. And it's got the foil cutter on top here. That guy will cut the foil, and then this turns, and it's actually got this really cool red ball design that kind of lifts the cork up, and it makes it a lot more consistent when it pulls that off so it doesn't break it.
And really easy to use too.
Yeah,
so
really
I can
easy
never
to
get
use.
the cork thingy in straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then last for me is my crock pot. Now I use this thing probably, I probably use this once a week. It's like $40 and
It's amazing.
who doesn't love a crock pot?
Last but not least, this one's a little fun. It's got some very specific uses, but if you want to
Trevor's
make
very excited
like
about
a
this
creme
one.
brulee or something, we've got our brulee torch. I mean, I don't need to say anything else about that. All right, next up, our gifts, $50 to $100. Okay, these three are both of our favorites. The first one is the super peel. This
You
is
need this.
so great anytime you are working with dough. It makes it so easy to pick it up off the counter, put it on whatever you want. I'm gonna demonstrate with a banana, which makes a lot of sense, but this is what we had on hand. But pretty much what happens is you just have this thing that slides, and when you put it under the dough, you can just slide it right under, and so it doesn't stick, it makes it easy, and then it also comes off really easily.
That was a great demonstration.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed
Next
it.
up, we have this really cool barware set to go along with that bar book that we showed you guys earlier. It has everything you need to make a really great cocktail. You know, there's a cool little fruit slicer, another opener, a jigger, cocktail strainer, cutting board, and a little stir.
It's a lot of fun, and it's just nice to have it all self-contained.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, a nice cutting board. It can make all the difference. Definitely a wonderful gift if you know somebody that doesn't have one right now.
Yep. Next up, we have our big splurge items, everything over $100.
Boom.
First up, we have our KitchenAid standing mixer. Now, super classic. I feel like everybody needs
It's
one.
like the foundation of the kitchen.
Yeah, and if you like to bake, I'd highly recommend it. And the best part is they have so many fun colors that you can pick whatever color you like.
You can do stainless steel, you can do a glass bowl, you can get them bigger, you can,
They look nice and they last forever.
The next thing that goes with the KitchenAid is this pasta attachment set. It has everything you need to be able to make your own homemade pasta, and
One
it's
of our
got
favorite things to do
oh,
together.
it's so much fun. And if you have never had homemade pasta,
You're missing out.
it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's got a fettuccine cutter, it's got a spaghetti cutter. It's a lot of fun and works really easily when you do it with the KitchenAid and this attachment set.
Next up is probably one of our very favorite tools, and it is a 8-inch chef's knife. I mean, everybody needs a really great knife. If you like to cook, it's so important to have a really good quality knife.
It's the kitchen workhorse, and if you invest in a nice chef knife, you're gonna have that for the rest of your life. So if there's one thing you wanna spend a little more money on, do it on the knife and have it for 70 years, and you don't need to get new knives all the time. So next up, we've got the juicer. Now, if you are looking to get healthy, this is an amazing way to go.
It's incredible.
This is a masticating juicer, which means instead of spinning everything around really fast, it actually grinds it to get the juice out, which is pretty much considered the better way to juice it.
To really get all those nutrients out of the fruits and vegetables.
Because the spinning ones can heat it up and it's not as great to get the juice out, but this thing is absolutely amazing.
Really easy to clean too, which some of these are a nightmare to clean, but this is super easy to clean, really easy to use.
Highly recommend it.
Yes. And then the last up, we have our Vitamix. Now, there are a ton of really great blenders out there, but we think Vitamix is the best. It's super powerful, super easy to clean.
I'm petting
That's how much he loves
the Vitamixer right now. I'm gonna stop.
Probably a good idea.
Sorry, continue.
It's really easy to use, really easy to clean, and you can make anything you want in it. Smoothies, soups, frozen treats,
peanut butter,
sauces,
hummus.
Tons of different things you can make with it. It's a little pricey, but again, as with the knife, if you invest in something really great, it's gonna last you forever.
Yeah, it's great. So that is it, our 2015 gift guide. If you found something in there that you might want as a gift, share this video, let anybody who you care about know. These are things that might answer that question of what should I get them?
And if you have any recommendations, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Comment below.
Wait, do you hear that?
Hear what?
I think there might be a special guest coming to say hello.
I think there is.
It's Teddy Claus.
You guys, this is Teddy.
Happy holidays from all of us, guys. We hope you found a gift for the holidays or for some other special occasion this year.